A great time while learning all about conservation. Today, we take you to Long Neck Manor in Fredericksburg.
Get excited about brunch. This local restaurant has got a one-of-a-kind custom brunch-tastic experience.
Ever since I walked through the door, you've been checking me out.
He's worked with big country names, including singing duets with Willie Nelson. The local musician gives us a special performance of his brand new song. It's all today on SA Live.
Brown-eyed.
Celebrating 10 years, live from historic Market Square. This is SA Live.
Okay, you see it happening right there on TikTok. This is the latest disturbing food trend. Okay, people are eating the candy with ketchup, okay? Have you seen this?
No. I know you talked about it at our morning meeting. I was like, what? Why?
All right.
So how do they eat it, Fiona?
Okay,
What's the
so
deal here?
it doesn't matter whether it's drizzled, dipped, smothered, they are consuming it. They are eating it. And some people, I know most people will just be like, no, terrible. Some people like it.
Yeah, I was watching that video and some of them were giving that thumbs up. See, right there? Others were like, no, so I don't know.
Now, there's a reason that it's, getting some positive reviews, and that's just because of the salty and the sweet, you know?
I mean, I understand that, but why? Why? Okay,
You
am I going to try this?
back in 2021, but we're going to try it.
So 2021 is when this was,
first came out, but it's back. It's back, and I don't know
Who
why.
are you? Who did this? Okay, now
so
I have to
Jen's
try it.
gonna
I'm just
try
going to go with like the French fry. Ready?
Well, salty, sweet, what? What? Hold on. Okay, I can't.
It's exactly how it sounds, ketchup and Kit Kat.
Okay.
It's okay.
I'm not
It's okay.
blown away.
No.
I don't know if anybody
I don't
actually
need to do it anymore, but wow.
But one bite.
Is there somebody out there on TikTok
bite's
like,
good.
let's just combine this and let's see if it goes viral? That's what I feel like. Okay, that's what I feel is happening here. What is
It came
it?
up
Who
in a
came up
memory.
with
It came up in a memory, and somebody said, "Let's do that
Let's
again."
try this. Okay.
Stop it.
Well, it
Don't do
worked.
that.
It worked, and we tried it. So kudos to you. Our question of the day: what is your weird food combination? We heard Sarah Spivey's, which I may try that. The peanut butter and pickle. What is yours, Fiona?
Okay, so mine would have to be I do this, but I'm sure other people do. Is French fries and sweet and sour sauce. Does anybody do that?
You know what? I think I have tried that.
Okay.
The Chick-fil-A maybe sauce.
Okay, what about you?
When I was younger, I would do ketchup on eggs. Like RJ said, ketchup on tamales, and some people are like,
see,
that's a no-no, but I love it.
I grew up eating that because I'm from the Philippines and half Filipino. Both my parents are half Filipino. So that and like Jafran, Mafran, it's like this. We have a banana ketchup, and we always eat ketchup with like our breakfast
That's
food.
a thing? Okay. Banana ketchup.
Maraming Filipino. I know you guys know.
I want to try this banana ketchup.
Like, when you tell me ketchup with eggs, I'm like, yeah, why not?
Okay. See, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. People get mad though. Okay, let us know your weird combos. We may share them a little later in the show. We got that QR code on the screen. Scan it and weigh in. We want to see. Maybe we'll learn something here.
All right. Okay, our first guest is, of course, making sure your next meal is going to be an unforgettable experience. They're creating next level food and cocktails at home to make everyone feel like a VIP.
Looks amazing. Executive Chef Andreas Imhoff from Conversa Elevated is here with us now, and I live close to that area. I didn't know you were there. I'm excited to have you here today. What are we making?
First, are you horrified at the ketchup and Kit Kat? I could just see you like
I was
recoiling.
cringing watching you guys over
I
there.
didn't even catch that. So you won't try it.
I mean, I'll try anything once, but
No, right? I'm with you.
Yeah.
It was okay.
All right. So earlier, if folks saw it, we started, poaching an egg, right? Because what are we making today?
So we're going to use those poached eggs for our Conversa Benedict. At the restaurant, you have a choice of different proteins, but we're going to do it with pork belly here. Okay. So let's get that pork belly started.
Yes, okay. And the eggs, you mentioned there's vinegar in the water. How important is that when you're poaching eggs?
It's pretty important to help the eggs kind of set so they don't stick to each other while they're in the water together.
Have you ever poached eggs, Fiona? Because I feel like I will mess them up.
I have tried. And if this was 3, 1 would come out correct.
Hey, that's better than
I'm
me.
one of 3.
Yeah, at least you've tried.
It's all about how you crack them in the water so the shell doesn't break the yolk on the way in, and then once they're in there, pretty good to go.
It's easy for you, right? Just
Yeah.
Second nature. Okay.
Second nature.
So
And
we're
we're
got this
searing
going.
that.
Well, I'm going to pull the eggs out now because they look ready to go.
Okay.
We're gonna let the pro do it here. Oh, those look great.
And so tell us a little bit about Conversa, because it is about fusion, right?
Yes, so we are broadly Caribbean, but we're also bringing in influence from Southeast Asia to kind of add some more fun flavors. Yeah, so
Nice combinations of flavor and food. I mean, you've got a few other plates here. How's this looking?
We can turn it up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, and so like Southeast Asia is in the same climate, so the same kind of food grows in both places, and so we figured we'd kind of marry the two. So for example, we have a dish here that is, it's called shakshuka from Northern Africa, and also the Middle East does it, but we kind of brought it to the Caribbean by replacing the paprika in it with some habanero peppers, not too spicy though, and then also replacing some of the spices with some more Caribbean spices. We got nutmeg and allspice in there. That also gets a couple eggs cooked in the broth.
So putting that creative twist on some of these traditional dishes, right?
Yeah, just kind of breathing new life into it, having fun with it. We put the shakshuka on the menu because it's a little bit different.
Yeah, it is.
I know. Like, what is this?
Yeah. And these are just some examples of what's on the brunch menu, right? Including that dish right there. What's on that?
So that's our Caribbean ladka. So it's essentially a hash brown, and then we cure the salmon in the style of lox. But we use jerk and 5-spice mixed with the cure, so that's kind of like that Asian Caribbean fusion right there. It's topped with house-made creme fraiche, an apple chutney, and fish roe and chives.
Just hearing all those ingredients, you're like, wow, a lot of thought, right?
Yeah.
Get into that.
A lot of thought. I mean, we took a traditional dish and gave it our own twist, so it still has the bones of what people are used to, but we put a little extra flair
And
into
that's not
it.
caviar on there, but it is fish eggs, right?
It's not the fancy Russian-style caviar, but yeah, it's the kind of fish eggs you would find at
Okay.
like at a sushi restaurant.
Perfect. So is this just about
So
ready?
we can flip those.
Okay. All right.
And so while the other side is going, you have an event happening this Thursday, right?
Yes,
The agave tasting?
we have an agave tasting. It's $80, and you get to taste 6 different types of agave. 3 of those are going to be as cocktails, so that's fun. And then we're going to be pairing that with a few different types of ceviche.
All right.
And there
I'll
is
do that.
live music on Thursday, right?
We have live music on Thursdays, also Sunday nights, and on Wednesdays.
And you guys are located there, kind of right by the Dominion exit? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
If you're heading north on 35, yep, just slide that right on.
Why am I nervous?
If you're heading north on I-10, you're going to take that Dominion exit and make your first U-turn.
And you guys are closed Monday, Tuesday, but you're open throughout the week. You said, what was it, 4 to midnight, and then on the weekends till 2 a.m. Okay.
4 till 2 a.m.
All right, I'll let you finish these off.
Okie dokie.
Again, brunch on Saturday and Sundays only. Don't forget that. And you can check out the event, the agave tasting. That sounds amazing. All right, what else are we going to finish off with? I think we're out of time, right, with these? We still got to add some chives.
We're going to add the hollandaise and then some chives.
Okay.
And don't forget, the agave tasting is happening this Thursday, July 18th. For more information on Conversa, you can just snap that QR code right there on your screen, or head to our website, salive.com, click the As Seen on SA Live tab, or scan the QR code, oh, it looks so good, on your screen. Thank you, Chef.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Well, it is a one-of-a-kind vacation spot, and they have welcomed a new bundle of joy. Yes. Longneck Manor offers a chance to get up close with giraffes and rhinos, and you know what? They just had a new baby giraffe.
Who doesn't love a baby giraffe? I went out there a few months back, so we're going to show you what the place is all about, and then we'll show you the baby photo. SA Live, we take you to Longneck Manor in Fredericksburg to learn all about conservation and the great experience you can have here. Woo.
So Longneck Manor is about 2.5 years old. The main barn, the animals, and the giraffe suite have been here since the summer of 2021. And then we just recently completed our welcome center and 4 new villas behind me. For additional overnight accommodations, we're super excited and proud of these. They've been open since about September. Bookings are getting heavier and heavier, and we're really excited to be able to offer that really personal, exclusive experience that you can't find anywhere else.
Making beautiful memories here comes very easily, but conservation is the sole mission at Longneck Manor. For owner Rick Barangi, this is his passion project.
He was the director of the Houston Zoo for many, many years, about 18 years. He was also heavily involved with the Disney Imagineers, putting in the Animal Kingdom down in Florida. Over 50 years in the conservation field and animal care field. So he knew that this was something he wanted to do as a legacy. The conservation field is really his passion and where his heart lies. So it was very important for him to create a place that could live on in perpetuity and continue to raise funds and awareness.
Conservation is a lot about working with local communities, especially in Africa where the rhinos and giraffes are from. So that's my vision at the end of the day, is that this place, it entertains, it inspires a lot of people to care, and then that care gets translated into giving, and that may help. So just by coming here, you're helping animals to survive in the wild.
I think we offer a very hands-on and personalized experience, and so generally the consensus is that people say this was not like anything they've ever done before. You can go to a zoo and there are wonderful places to see amazing variety of animals, but what we can do here is get you super up close, super interactive and personal in an extended period with an animal care specialist that's going to build a relationship with you during your stay and help take it to the very next level of intimacy with these animals.
The 4 villas include patios where you can enjoy coffee, maybe some wine, while getting up close with some of the beautiful giraffes.
This is the baby. This is Killy. She's actually the first baby born here at Longneck Manor. Her name is Killy, short for Kilimanjaro, because our owner, Rick Barangi, was actually summiting Mount Kilimanjaro the morning she was born.
Now, when I was here, Betty, the matriarch of the tower, which is what you call a group of giraffes, was not shy.
So Betty White is our matriarch. She was named after the actress Betty White. They shared a birthday. Her very first calf, Tana, named for the Tana River in Africa, they came here to Longneck Manor. Our breeding bull, Kafele, also came in. He and Betty mated, had Killy, and now Betty is pregnant again, and we expect our next calf in the fall, and we're super excited about that.
The experiences here at Longneck Manor include 75-minute tours, reservation required, a stay at one of the 4 villas, which includes a living room and kitchenette for up to 4 to 6 people, and there's a suite inside the giraffe barn. This is already booked up for 2024.
So our whole mission here is to build your awareness, to build your personal experience with these animals so that you care a little bit more and you're more willing to be active in saving their humanity in their habitats.
No matter what you choose, the experience on the 100-acre property in Fredericksburg will give you a glimpse at rhinos, giraffes, and even a sloth, with the goal to all give back to conservation. Sounds like a win-win and a wild fun time.
Meet the baby, Indy. There's Indy. So you saw Killy, it was, and Betty White is the mom. Good old Betty White, can't forget her name. So there he is. He was born on July 2nd, 155 pounds, 6 feet tall. Aww. Okay, so he's staying with mom. They said maybe mid-August he can finally go out and run in the pasture with the others. So cute.
Just what a cool little vacation with the family.
Oh, yeah.
And they are waiving the 2-night minimum stay for the rest of this month and for August. So for more information on Longneck Manor, all you have to do is head to our website, salive.com, click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, or just scan that QR code on your screen. Still ahead on the show, summer skincare. That's right, don't let acne rain on your sunny days. A local expert shares easy ways to deal with breakouts and why the treatment might sound different from what you typically hear.
But first, bringing balance to your life. You hear it a lot with your mental health, but we're talking about keeping you steady on your feet, why it's so important as we get older, and we got ways to start tipping the scales of balance in your favor today. It's next on SA Live. Welcome back to SA Live. Staying steady on your feet is one of the most important factors in staying healthy as we get older. And we found some help to make sure you have a long and balanced life.
Sam Eschenbacher, personal trainer, and Cynthia Knight, of course, they're showing us all about balance. They are here from Lifetime San Antonio 281 to show us ways to help us keep our balance in life.
Yes.
I have so many questions for you, Sam.
She has a
Where
list.
were you 10 years ago? Okay, so tell us how this is about balance, especially as you get older.
So yeah, this is really important. As we get older, the body will start to prune off things it doesn't use. So we want to keep our body healthy, and part of the ways of doing that is preventing falls. Preventing falls comes from balance. So especially after the age of 65, there was a study that found that people who fall within the next 7 years has a sharp increase of mortality, which is kind of a fear thing, which you don't want to be afraid of that. But the cool thing is there's a lot of cool things you can start doing that will start to improve that. And a lot of it is really easy and simple. You can add it right into your life. We already talked about it a little bit, but brushing your teeth with one foot. You do it on one side versus the other.
I'm trying this now. Let's see. And how, just the whole time you're brushing, that's usually good. And then kind
Yeah,
of maybe
if
switch
possible.
feet.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
and
what
it
we-
challenges the entire body head to toe because you're doing work in the core, all kinds of things.
Oh, what is she doing now?
How do you assess your balance to begin with? Like whether you're good or not so good?
So yeah, the good way to do that.
In life or in physical?
Yes.
So many questions, Jen, like I said. Yeah.
Going for time. That's the thing.
Okay.
So when you go for duration, you want to go for about 10 seconds.
Okay.
That's a good benchmark.
Okay.
Once you're there, what you can do is start to progress this to something a little bit further. So I like to say when you get to 60 seconds, do something like a single leg toe touch. So we're bending over, touching the opposite arm to the opposite foot, coming back up. A really good way to start elevating and pushing it a little bit further. There's always a thing to challenge yourself and go a little bit more.
Don't try this at home at heels, by the way. Like, don't.
It's pretty challenging. Yes, I
Because of
know.
that.
That's funny.
But you mentioned also tying your shoe if you lift up your...
Yeah, so if you could put your shoes on and then tie them while standing. A lot of people, what they do is when they...
That's next level stuff.
So putting your shoes on, the people will sit and kind of like do this kind of thing and then they do that. But that's a free, every day you put your shoes on, you start to keep that skill, and when your body uses it, it doesn't lose it.
Cynthia got it, yeah.
And stretching is important too, right?
Of course. So part of what comes with balance is your body needs options to be able to move. So increasing the options means your body's ability to use range of motion. So that's where the flexibility part comes in. So stretching the hips out, very important. There's a lot of ways to do that, but this one is a really good way to catch all. So this is what's called a hip car. Hip car is a controlled articular rotation. It's a fancy word for a big circle with your hip. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring the knee up, out to the side, and then kick it back. So you're doing the biggest circle your body can create. The thing I love about this is even if you're very stiff and you can only do a little circle, that's fine. Start there and you'll start to improve it the more you do it.
And you have a very special program. You want to get that in for those 65 and older at Lifetime, right?
Yeah, so this is the Aurora community, ARORA. So it's specifically designed for people who are aging and promoting longevity. There's a lot of different ways to do that. Cynthia actually teaches that class over at the location at 281.
Got it. But these simple things that we can try at home will also
course.
help. And of course, they know where to find you guys, right?
Yes, and getting an assessment will really be able to dig into more of the nuance of what an individual needs, but this is a great place to start.
Thank you so much.
I will
Great
be
job,
thinking
Cynthia.
of you guys when I'm brushing my
Same.
teeth.
Trying my shoes.
Okay. For more information about Lifetime San Antonio 281, just snap that QR code on your screen or head to our website. You know what to do. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Summer bites. This time of year, sandwiches are great to grab and go. But if you're bored with the typical meat and cheese, a local chef has some easy ways to jazz them up.
Protecting your skin during these hot summer months. We've got biochemist Tiffany Phillips from Simply Tips here, and she is going to show you a DIY recipe that will help keep your skin cool. Our next guest is on a mission to help help you and your family stay healthy. From protecting your skin to boosting your immune system, she has a natural remedy that can help. Biochemist Tiffany Phillips, owner of Simply Tiffs, is here with some ways to treat summertime breakouts. All right, the heat of the summer, everybody starts sweating, right? And it leads to those breakouts. But I think most people would think, okay, I've got to dry out my skin to stop that, but no, right?
No, you don't actually want to do that. The skin does so much better when you keep it at a natural pH. You keep that moisture in your skin, because when you dry it out, when you have those breakouts, that's when you get scarring and things like that. So you want to use a very gentle soap, because you're exposing your skin to that summer sun and it's drying it out and things of that nature. You want a gentle soap that's made to help with those acne breakouts, but also made to nourish the skin back. And then you can also use spot treatments. So I make an all-natural soap that has turmeric essential oil in it, hill chrysum essential oil, and some activated charcoal with goat's milk. So you're getting the turmeric oil, which has been shown to clear and combat acne better than any prescription medication out there. And then you're also getting that goat milk to put back in those essential amino acids and things like that that you need in the skin. Now, for those blemishes, cystic acne, anything like that, you can use this blemish oil that has some of those same things in it, along with pomegranate oil. So the nice thing about pomegranate oil is it can actually penetrate the skin, and then it can go in there to help with acne as well, along with that turmeric oil and some of those other nice, good for you skin things.
Okay, and there's even something you can make at home, right?
Yes, you can absolutely make this at home if you're suffering from over sun exposure, to cool the skin, because that's one of the things. And then also it has a natural pH that it can go in there and help. So we have some cucumbers, grab them at your local grocery store. We have some aloe vera gel. You're gonna put some cucumbers, aloe vera gel in here, and then you're just gonna mix it up. You can use a small blender, you can use an immersion blender like Fiona has here. Just get it real nice and good in there. Push down, there you go, push down. So very easy like that. And then once you're done, you have this nice, lovely mixture here that we can just pour in. And then what you'll do is you can put this on your face or on your hand here. You'll notice it's nice and cooling if you feel, let's put it here. If you feel this, it's really nice and cool. So if you have a sunburn, it soaks in nicely. Just leave it on for about 15 minutes. You'll get that moisture back in there, some hydration in there as well for the skin, and then just rinse it off. And you've had a nice little DIY mask that you can use on any of those overexposed areas.
And of course, there are free blemish soap samples. How? Where?
Yes. So at Alicia Collective Co. in San Antonio at the corner of Lock Hill, Selma, and Wurzbach, there are, while supplies last, free samples of this blemish bar here. And you can go in and just mention SA Live at checkout, and you get that free sample.
Oh my goodness. Okay, anything else people need to know about their skin during these hot summer months?
Always protect your skin, of course. A nice light mineral sunscreen. That way it can go in, penetrate the skin, and give you that protection from there. But also usually they'll have some non-nano zinc oxide and something that sits just right on the surface to prevent some of that UV rays from soaking in. And then of course, if you have some questionable areas on your skin, please make sure you go and get checked out by a dermatologist and make sure those are not concerning spots for you, or that something else needs to be done for your skin or your body.
All right, how can folks find your products?
So you can find us at Alicia Collective Co. in San Antonio, or you can go to our website, simplytiffs.com, order, and I ship all over the United States.
All right, for more information on Simply Tiffs, just snap that QR code on your screen or head to our website and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab.
Well, I'm here for the beer and country music.
He's worked with big country stars, including singing duets with Willie Nelson. A local musician performs his newest song.
All right, next on the show, these summer sandwiches are getting an elevated makeover. I have Chef Sarah Kim here with us, and she can bring this to you. How much time do you need for someone to put an order?
24 to 36 hours.
Wow. Okay, we're going to tell you about her passion and why she does what she does. Stay with us.
Welcome welcome back to SA Live. Well, our next guest can help make your week easier with her meal prep and catering services, and then you can spend more time enjoying your summer and doing other things you love.
Yes, who doesn't love that? Yes, Chef Sarah Kim from Chef to Table with us. I'm already learning so much from you.
Thanks
for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
So we're talking summer dishes with a little elevated twist, right?
Yes, we are. So what I like to do during the summertime, I don't really like to turn on my oven because it's so hot outside. It takes long to cool down the house. So today we're going to demo a brie apple honey sandwich, and then I have a prosciutto and mozzarella sandwich on the homemade sun-dried tomato sandwich spread that I was talking about earlier. And then we have our Mediterranean chickpea salad, which is really refreshing, very colorful, and it's one of my meal prep clients' favorite. Like, they always order it during the summer.
Looks so. Is that feta cheese in there?
Yes.
Oh, Fiona's gonna make that for us. Okay. So tell us
mix all this together. Okay?
Yes. Really easy, really quick. You can make this during the week. I like to meal prep this for myself when I'm on the go, and I just grab it and go, and it's perfect.
And is there something you need to do with the chickpeas? Because you get them in a can. Like, are you supposed to dry them off or
rinse them? So I just like to rinse them and just let them dry, and then once I get done with that, and then it just stores well in an airtight container for in the fridge for a week.
Yes.
1 week. It never lasts that long in my house, but it's good to know that it does.
Looks so good. And that dressing over there is an Italian
Yes,
dressing?
it's an Italian dressing, so it has herbs, spices, and then there's a white wine vinegar, and then it has some olive oil and some Parmesan cheese. So it's one of my favorites. I also use it for a lot of different other salads too, and pastas. Pasta salads, it's really good. It has a really nice tanginess.
But look how easy that was, and look, it looks so good and healthy too.
Yes.
Okay, so next, Fiona, what do you think?
Oh
try that?
my goodness, hold on, I just got and the sauce was
good.
what?
It's Italian dressing.
Italian dressing.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
We make it in-house.
No, it's so great, and it's so light. And the one thing you're using is tomatoes here, and you have tomatoes there too, right?
Yes, I like to use everything when they're in season at their peak, flavor.
So my daughter loves brie, so I'm excited to learn more about this one here. So it's very simple. We butter the bottom of the bread
So
here.
we butter the bread. You could do this in the oven or the air fryer. Today we're going to use the stovetop, and I just thinly slice the brie cheese after we butter both sides, and then we're going to put the apple slices on it.
And does it matter what kind of apples?
It doesn't matter. I like green apples just simply because they have a tart sweetness.
Or not to brie?
To brie. That is the question.
To brie. Yes. Okay.
And then thinly sliced.
Yes.
Here we go. Okay.
And then you just drizzle some honey on it.
Oh, we're not done. Okay.
To add a little extra sweetness.
Once the sandwich is done, you can use an air fryer. Tell us how.
So what you can do is you can line the air fryer with aluminum foil, and then after you butter both sides, you just put it in the air fryer, probably maybe 5 minutes, and after 2.5 minutes you flip it so that you could toast the other side. Because the air fryer with the aluminum foil, one, it helps so much with cleanup, right? And then the aluminum foil also helps toast the bread as well. So, see, that's beautiful.
So the air fryer can kind of help finish doing it, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And you have a deal for folks watching.
I do. So for your first order, if you order meal prep or a meal plan, if you mention SA Live, then you get 10% off your first meal prep order.
All right. Don't say we don't take care of you. We do.
And I'm going to demonstrate this prosciutto and mozzarella sandwich. So what I did with this tomato dressing, this tomato spread, is I put a bunch of herbs like rosemary and thyme down on a sheet pan with some salt and pepper and some fresh garlic cloves, and then I halved some Roma tomatoes and put those face side down on top of it, and then I waited until the herbs got all incorporated and the garlic did too. And then I removed it from the sheet pan and let it set aside to cool. And then I finished cooking off the rest of the tomatoes so that they were kind of dry, because you want it to be kind of dry and spreadable and not wet like a salsa.
How long will that last?
This will last for probably 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
2 to 3 weeks, because it's really good.
This is something you do, obviously. You can meal prep for people, and we mentioned earlier in our teas, you only need, what, 24 to 36 hours?
Yes, 24 to 36 hours. I have different meal packages, so you can choose between either 10 meals, 15 meals, or 20 meals, and then I deliver.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. We're going to finish up here. I'm going to take a bite of this, and we will be back with more here on SA Live. Stay with us. Our Our next guest began teaching himself to play music at the age of 6, and he hasn't stopped honing his talent since, learning multiple instruments, writing music, and opening for other stars. Local musician Randy Carson joins me now. Welcome.
Hey, Jim.
Thanks for being here. Let's talk about your new song.
Yeah, we're really getting good feedback on it. I love it. How it came about is we were just playing out at Pipe Creek, and someone had a T-shirt on that said, "I'm here for the beer," and I'm like, someone's written that song, I know, right? And they've written a lot of them like that, but I checked and it wasn't what I had in my mind, so I went ahead and
That's too
put
funny.
it together. It really only took about 30 minutes. They normally take longer than that.
30 minutes?
Yeah, that song took about 30, 40 minutes.
Wow.
Most of, it came easy.
Yes, inspired by a shirt. Okay,
yeah.
in Pipe Creek. I love it. So what inspired you to go into this field and write music, play music? You're really good at it.
Well, thank you so much. Well, my dad left me. My dad was, I lost my dad at an early age. He was only 27, but he had been a recording artist, country recording artist, from the time he was 16. So he left me his instruments, his music, and his friends, like we'll talk about Willie here in a minute, right? Maybe, and some guys like that, inspired me. And really, they were like my uncles, like Waylon and guys like that.
Wow.
Yeah, a guy named Tommy also was the closest one, but.
So that you have those roots, and you mentioned Willie. We're talking about the Willie Nelson, right? So you've had 2 duets with him.
We got to do 2 duets with Willie. Sure did.
Where can people hear more of your music?
More of my music? Online. Go figure. I don't know. I've heard they've got a thing called Spotify now, and YouTube, and Amazon, and go to the Spotify if you don't mind. That's the one.
The easiest way, right, Randy?
It's just go to Spotify, yeah.
Thank you so much. For more information on Randy Carson, you can head to our website, salive.com. Click the As Seen on SA Live tab, or scan the QR code on your screen.
Is your house not getting cool enough this summer? As your local expert John Wayne Service Company shows us, you might not have a big enough air conditioner. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Matt with John Wayne Service Company. Today we're installing a new comfort system for our customers here in New Braunfels. Let's check it out. So the main problem that we had in this house is that the system was actually undersized. So it's actually not a problem that we see very often in homes, but the system was struggling to maintain temperature in the house because of it being undersized. So we made sure to install the properly sized system for this homeowner, and it should really help the efficiency of this house. So this job entails removing the entire old system, inside and outside. And then replacing the air handler. Replacing the outdoor unit. We're also installing improved filtration. We also are clearing the drain out for the system to make sure it performs normally. We're replacing electrical disconnects and breakers for the unit. We're also installing a smart thermostat on the system as well. This is a smaller job. As you can see, the unit's in a closet. The outside unit's right here next to the driveway. It makes it easy. So this job should probably take about 6 hours for the entire install. Again, my name is Matt with John Wayne Service Company, and if you think you can benefit from our services, or if you've been thinking about replacing a comfort system in your home, please give us a call or visit johnwayne.com.
All right, you heard my chat with Randy Carson. Now time for his new song, I'm Here for the Beer and Country Music.
Well, I'm here for the beer and country music. That's what's on my mind when I come in here. No Secchi's and a steel guitar is what brings me to this bar. Well, I'm here for the beer and country music. And my cousin Bruce shoots a mean game of pool. And he's here every night taking all comers back to school. And there's couples dancing around on a sawdust floor. The band starts up with the fiddle. You know that's what I'm here for. Well, I'm here for the beer and country music. And that's what's on my mind when I come in here. Dos Equis and a steel guitar is what brings me to this bar. I'm here for the beer and country music. Ever since I walked through the door, you've been checking me out. And you can make a man's dream come true, and there's no doubt. But I've got a pretty brown-eyed girl waiting for me at home. So after I get my fix, I'll be leaving here alone. Well,
Alright, we asked you, what is your weird food combo? Your favorite? Go ahead, let us know. We won't judge. This is from Sue. Bologna with